Okay, so now we're going to learn how to copy and paste the code to fix a vehicle, which what we need to do is find something that already has some code in it, like maybe this garage here, and we're going to copy some of it, like this function. We're going to put it in vehicle repair. But the thing is that this function doesn't actually repair a vehicle. All it does is it's the marker for the place to go, and it calls a command. So what we have to do is we got to change a whole bunch of shit around, and I'm going to have to do that, and it's going to take probably 30 or 40 minutes. You can watch the time on the bottom right as that progresses. I'm going to go through and make this script actually repair a vehicle, because it's not just copying and pasting. You actually need to edit the things and understand how they work. Vehicle name, identifier, the date. We also need to know where the repair was done. And I think that's about it. So we create the database entry so that when the vehicle's repaired, we can log it and see who the shittiest drivers are in the game. So we're going to create that. That's good. Okay, so we have our marker. That looks good. Alright, so now we got to actually see if that marker shows up when you log in as a cop. Okay, so the script is backwards because the repair was there before the car was spawned. So what I have to do is I have to correct this. If the car spawned is not nil, meaning if I have a car, then it'll work. So now I gotta restart it and go through it. Now it looks like it's working because I can spawn the car and the repair isn't there. And now the car is spawned and the repair shows up. Here's a screenshot of what that looks like. Oh, come on. See, and here's our repair field. So that's good. We got that. Now we can move on. So now what I have to do is use this repair vehicle thing, which I have something kind of like it. I have the garage spawner. So I can copy the spawner here, copy and paste, and that's going to go here, but I have to change this to repair vehicle. And now I actually have to research because I don't know how to get the value of damage for a vehicle. So we're going to look up amount of damage on vehicle. This doesn't have a cost. When sustaining a certain amount of damage, the car will begin to degrade. Hit the green. Certain amount of damage. Collision system push and repair. This might work. We gotta see what's in here. Allows you to fix the car's engine. Realistic crash. Character will get injured. Repair, that's kind of cool. But this still doesn't have what... Make the money go into society. So this one might have what we need. Percent of repairs can be modified with Lua. Circle using flatbed. Repair status. Repair pickup. Alright, so now we actually gotta dig into the code and see how this works and what it gets. Let's repair. Repairing. Repair station. This isn't gonna work because it doesn't have the cost. So now we actually gotta write it from scratch. So we need the FiveM scripting reference. And we're gonna use get vehicle damage. No. So I gotta find damage modifier. That's not what we want. Map and damage. Time loss damage. Player damage. Copy vehicle damages. That might work. We gotta look into it. See what else it has. Get left vehicle headlight damaged. This might work. We might also need to use vehicle health. Set vehicle damage. We don't want set, we want get. We might have to use entity health on the car to get it if we can't just get the vehicle health. Vehicle body health. Might need those. Vehicle engine health. Tank health. That's for a helicopter. Set vehicle body health. Set vehicle engine health. Okay, so now we gotta figure out how to use these. Alright. 0 min, 100 max, starts at 100 and goes down. Front of vehicle, when damaged, goes from 100 to 50 and stops. Rear can be damaged from 0 to 100. Tanker, vehicle health 2. May return the vehicle health on scale 0 to 100. Okay, let's see what this has. Engine health returns 1,000. Minimum negative 4,000. 0 and below, engine catches fire and health rapidly declines. Okay. And 1,000 is max, begins leaking at 650. And then body health. So what we're gonna have to do is figure out like all these together, and then from there we're gonna have to go through and add all those damages together, apply a multiplier as far as what that maximum number should be, and then come up with a dollar amount. We're not necessarily going to charge the user for the repair, but we do want to log it in the database for tracking purposes, as far as figuring out who the shitty drivers are, even though we probably already know. So the first thing we have to do is determine what vehicle the player is in, and so to do that we have to use get vehicle. Okay, so FiveM get current vehicle of player. Is ped in any vehicle? Get vehicle ped is in. Guess the specified vehicle is or was depending on the Boolean value. Get vehicle ped is using action vehicle. Okay. So this is cool. This one we're gonna need. But we have to determine first to see if it's kind of hard to do this going back and forth when I'm at work. So we need to figure out if the person is on duty. So we're gonna use this. So if is not equal to nil, then else print in the console you are not on duty, you can't do this, and then we gotta end that or else it's gonna crash. So now if they are on duty, then the vehicle is equal to get vehicle ped is using, and then just for now, so that we know, then we got to do player ID for the current one, and then we're going to print vehicle in the console and make sure that we can see what car they're using before we go any further, because if an error is made here, then we got to go back and reinvent the whole shit. It's going to take 20 minutes. So police, oops, yeah. Okay, so now for testing, I got to go back into the station, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in testing mode, and I'm going to use this one instead of this one because it's closer to where the cars spawn. Okay, so now I'm on duty and I can spawn a vehicle. And now the repair place is there, and I can go to the repair spot. And it says press to repair vehicle, so that's good. And I press to repair the vehicle, and something's fucked up because in our screenshot you can see right here it says 0, so something's not right. We might be able to shortcut this and do, actually we could pull from here, maybe. I don't know if this will work. Add the menu options, spawn the car, player ped, oh, player ped ID. Okay, let's try this now. So now I gotta restart it. And now I'm back on duty, and I gotta go spawn a car. And then go back to the repair spot. And so now what I have is this identifier right here, this 4610. So essentially that means that this vehicle has been found and I can start pulling information from it. So the first thing that we got to look at is local body damage, which is our body damage variable, is going to be equal to get vehicle body health. of the vehicle. And then we're going to duplicate that a couple times, and our engine health is going to be get vehicle engine health. Oops, change the wrong one. This one. Engine health. And we're going to do engine damage. And then we got petrol tank health. So get vehicle petrol tank health. That's going to be tank damage. And I think that's... what does this do? Oh, this copies damage from one vehicle to another. We don't want to do that. We have that. Okay, now we're going to also add this, the is vehicle damaged function. And we're going to do if is vehicle damaged. This has got to come up here. And the vehicle is equal appears to return true if the vehicle has any damage. So is not equal to true, then print this vehicle is not damaged. Repairs are not needed. And else, then we're gonna do all this stuff right here. I'm gonna end that. Okay, so now we have the body damage, the engine damage, the tank damage, and we're gonna do total damage is equal to body damage to number, body damage plus to number, engine damage plus to number, tank damage. And just for testing purposes, we're going to print total damage. And we gotta restart the script. Go back on duty. And I'm gonna go into the testing box. And it's gonna tell me, hopefully, yeah, so here's that screenshot. The vehicle's not damaged, repairs aren't needed. And might as well just go through right now while I'm working on this. And we're gonna use, should be a notification here. Oh, it's in here, it's in the duty. So we're gonna use this notification script that I wrote. And we're gonna change this to a notification, we're gonna change this to a notification. Now I'm going to drive the car around a little bit and get it damaged. And that was a good crash because I flew out the fucking car, so it should have a decent amount of damage now. And it's saying that the car is not damaged, so something's wrong. And it probably has to do with this right here. If is vehicle damaged, vehicle. So we're going to comment this out right now for testing. Fix that later because we gotta just make sure that we can do the repairs in the first place. So now that I made a change, I gotta completely go log in again. Good amount of damage, and we're gonna test this now. Alright, so it doesn't like get vehicle body health. Something about that isn't working. Get vehicle body health. Oh, doesn't like it because I made a typo. Because it says get vehicle body heat. So we're gonna change this to body health. Restart the script. Go log in again. Probably why that damage thing failed. No, it's got to be something else. Okay, now repair my vehicle. Let's see what it does now. Oh, so now because I copied and pasted, because you know that's all you need to do to make this work. These are all incorrect. restart it again. We'll log in again. Okay, now it says progress. So it says 3,000, which means we have no damage because of how the numbers add up. So now I gotta go crash the car. And now it says that the health of the vehicle is this 2558 point whatever. We're gonna round this off so it just uses whole numbers, but we're not gonna worry about that part just yet. So now what we have to do is go back and look at the code reference and see. So if this number here can go as low as 4,000, the total amount of damage that can be done is 5,000, but we can't use a negative number because if someone does 2,000 in damage and it's negative 1,000 and then you multiply that by the amount of money that it takes to fix the car, it's gonna say that the cost to fix the car is a negative cost, which is not what we want. We want to charge the user. So we're gonna take this damage number here and we're gonna add 4,000 just to normalize that, and it will always give us a value anywhere from 1,000 or 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 on the body. So this total damage, and this is going to be plus 4,000. Now we're going to have to put in the config some sort of value to say vehicle damage cost. And it's going to be this number, so damage cost is going to be LEO config vehicle damage cost times, and we got to do max damage is equal to LEO config dot max damage amount, and that max damage amount is going to be 6,000 because you can't possibly have any more damage than that because of how everything adds up. So equals 6,000. So that's good. Then we're going to do LEO config dot max damage cost equals let's do a multiplier of say 3, maybe 4. So that means that the maximum amount of that it can cost to repair a vehicle is going to be 24,000, because if your vehicle's totaled, it's going to be 6,000 times 4. So it'll be 24,000. So back to the vehicle repair, vehicle damage cost times that's got to be max damage minus total damage, and this is going to give us a dollar amount to repair the vehicle. So we're going to do total damage and then the equal sign and then a dollar sign, and then we're going to add damage cost here. Oops. Then we're going to go, we're going to restart the script. Now we're going to log back in again. And go spawn a car. And now we're going to go in the box, and when I try and repair it, it should give me an error. So unable to perform arithmetic on a nil value. Vehicle damage cost. Did we not identify that correctly? What did we put over here? Oh, because we use max damage cost. So we're going to use vehicle damage cost here, because if these don't match, then it can't do the math. So now I got to go in again. I got to go back on duty. Back on duty, spawn a car, drive in the circle and test it, and when I test it, it should say, why is that saying negative 4,000? So 7,000 equals negative 4,000. And that's because this is backwards? Why is it doing that? Five, 6, 7. So this is 7,000, and we're subtracting from that max damage. We put 6,000. No, that needs to be 7,000. Because this is actually 5, because engine damage can be 1,000 through negative 4,000. So, yeah, that's why. So now, I've edited it again, I gotta go back on duty, spawn a car, go test it, make sure it says 0. Now I'm on duty, I go spawn a car. Now I go to the box, go to repair. And it says that I have, which is expected, 7,000 total health, which costs nothing. That's good. So now I need to go and damage the vehicle. And now go back to the repair box, and it should give me some kind of a legitimate dollar amount or damage amount, which it does. Cool. Alright, so for this amount of damage, which is like 300, it's going to cost roughly 1,081 to fix the vehicle, which in looking at the damage on the vehicle, I don't know, it's pretty fucked up. That's a pretty good amount of damage. That in a real life scenario, this is going to cost more than 1,800 bucks to repair. This may be a total loss. The airbags aren't deployed or anything, but you can see it's got an extensive amount of damage. I'm going to kick that multiplier up. We're going to go 5.5. Let's go 5.5. Let's go to 5. That's fine. So anyway, that's neither here nor there because we can move on after this. So now in the repair, we're going to give them a notification that says your vehicle has been repaired. When that's done, and then we're going to take an insert, and we can pull that from this other script that I wrote to link the Steam identifiers, and we can borrow this right here, and we're gonna go async execute. We're gonna get the identifier, so we're gonna pull this portion, and do I want to do that? That seems heavy. Or do I want to push it to their profile? No, it's fine. Theoretically, people shouldn't be repairing that many cars, so, and it works on the client side, so it's not really that bad. Okay, so we're going to use their license identifier. That's good. We're going to insert into our table that we created, and our table is called LEO Vehicle Repairs. And it's going to auto make an ID. That's cool. We got a player identifier. and that's going to be identified by the license identifier. We got vehicle name, which we need to get the model of this car. I'm off work now, so I can do this without distractions. Okay, so we're going to do vehicle name, player identifier, the date when the repair was done, the repair cost, and the location. So we need license identifier, we need vehicle name, and license identifier, and we need the date, and we need the repair cost, which we already have. That is this damage cost number here. And then we're going to change this to a notification to say your vehicle has been repaired. The repairs cost is the damage cost. And we can get rid of this because we no longer need it. Repair cost and the location. Okay, and the date. This is going to be, what is this, OS date and OS time? This is os.date from os.time. This might error out. I have this somewhere else. This is going to be leo config dot duty on duty station, and we don't need this. In the vehicle name, we need to do FiveM get vehicle model name. Model name from hash, model name from vehicle model. Turns model name of vehicle in all caps. I don't want the model hash though. Get vehicle model. Get entity model. Okay, that'll work. So this, yeah, this I can copy and paste. That's cool. Okay, so this should put an entry in the database, but what I want to do is just really quickly Lua get date time for SQL field. How to convert SQL date to a string. I want it the other way though. OS date. And do an SQL. This might work. We'll see if this works. Hopefully it does. Okay, so you can see there's nothing in here. There are no rows because we just wrote this. So we're going to restart LEO. We're going to go on duty. We're going to go spawn a car. We're going to crash the car and get some damage on it. Oh, shit. I totally forgot about that. This is not going to work because this needs to be run on server side. So what I actually have to do is add in here trigger server event. called LEO repair vehicle, and I gotta pass along the model, and this whole script is gonna go in there, so we don't have to worry about that. I need to pass the damage cost and the location, and then all of this crap along with this needs to be moved to a new file here, and we're going to call this vehicle repair. Paste this in here, and then we are going to use this call here for the vehicle repair. And then we gotta end this or else it's gonna fail. We gotta call this vehicle repair, and it's not postal. We're gonna use the model, the damage cost, and the location. So model, damage cost, and location. Damage cost, location, and model. And then also I didn't put the values up here, so we gotta do vehicle name, license identifier, date, repair cost, and location. Okay, this might work. Oh, fucking seagulls chilling. That's cool. Okay, go on duty. And spawn a car. And damage the car. That should be good. And we do the repairs. And here's the screenshot of what it says. So the vehicle has been repaired with the cost. Oh, it's showing twice, so we're gonna delete this one here. That one's gone. Okay, and then in here, hopefully, if it worked. Shit. So now we're gonna go see what that error is. Didn't even call it, so something's wrong somewhere. Unless it's just lagging. Yeah, it's not lagging. Oh, because it's inserting into online now, which is not the correct place to do that. So LEO repair vehicle. Oh, this is also backwards. Repair vehicle. And this needs to be LEO vehicle repairs. Okay. I'm going to test it all over again now. Okay. And here's our screenshot that shows that our repairs cost $1,017.01. So now we can go check, and hopefully this time it worked. It still didn't work. Why? Because we got this error right here. And this error means that we haven't loaded the MySQL function in our script. So I have to go down here. I gotta use this portion to make sure it loads. I gotta use this one. And then in my FX manifest, I also need to load this server script here for it to work. So go to my FX manifest here, and then I add it to the server scripts. Okay. And this needs a comma. What? What's wrong? Something's wrong. Some kind of error. I can't tell what. There's an error on line 1 in vehicle repair. Why? It doesn't like this mysql.ready thing. Wait, is it server or client? Server vehicle repair. Attempt to index a nil value. Global MySQL. Because... why? Oh, because it's loading after this. This has to load first. That's why. Okay, now it's working again. So now I can go back on duty. And go get a car. And crash the car. Baby crash, so it's not that expensive to fix. It was $408.89. So let's see if we have any errors, which we don't. And so now, hopefully, fuck, really? Why didn't that work? That time it should have worked. I don't know why that one didn't work. Repair vehicle, add handler. Maybe it's because this needs to be here. Possibly. Back. Move this back. Move this back. That was matching. That one there, that one there, that one there. Okay. So we have register server event. Helio repair vehicle. That's fine. Vehicle repair. They can't be named the same thing. This has to be S. We're gonna do C, because they're both named the same thing. So that might be causing an issue. So this is the server one, server, and then just to make sure it's coming through, we're gonna do print repairing vehicle. Okay, says it was repaired, says it was $575. And again, we got an error. Why did we get an error on line 11? Here. It does not like this for some reason. We're going to try and put this back up here. And we also got to make sure, let's take another look at this one here that I wrote and see. Okay, so it starts with that and the handlers are under there. And the client just does that. Oh, is this why is it doing that? MySQL async. Is that the same one that we're loading? MySQL async. Yeah, it's the same. Maybe it didn't like something here. I'm able to index a nil value. Why? Because maybe it's not in the right directory. That can't be it though, because it still works. It's gotta be something else. Attempt to index a nil value. So it's not that. We're gonna leave this. I think I know what it is. I think if we go, that's just not instantiated yet. So citizen create thread while true do wait citizen wait 0. Oh, that's what we want to do. While MySQL equals nil, then do nothing. This needs to be function. Okay, so now it'll make sure that this MySQL has started before getting in all this shit down here. That should fix it. And it did, so that's good. Okay. Go back on duty. Go spawn a car. And go damage the car. And repair the car. And that time it was $127.97 in damage. So when we go here, see if it made. I don't think it actually got to the server because it never got here. S repair vehicle. LEO. S repair vehicle. Why didn't that trigger? Trigger client event. Trigger server event. S panic button. Panic button. Register server event, add event handler. And then over here we have register server event, add event handler. LEO S repair vehicle. So did this just never start? Never started going? Alright, no shit, because here I'm calling... Oh yeah, C repair vehicle. And here's a handler for C repair vehicle. And then here we're calling S repair vehicle. And over here it's called S repair vehicle. I don't know, maybe this needs to be in an object to get that to work. And we're going to put this in object. And then hopefully we get to here and then it just crashes. But I think that this is never loading. We'll check this right now and see if it spits out a bunch of errors. Yeah, it's not loaded yet. Server scripts and client scripts. Server script, loading the same thing. We're loading the other scripts. I'm gonna try moving it back. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Hella frustrating though. This is why I smoke cigarettes. Try this again. Still not loaded. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't like being in the thread. Let's try it outside the thread. Maybe it'll work. Probably not. Nope, failed again. Okay, back at it. So, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but that's being very frustrating. So we're just gonna move on for a little bit, and we'll figure out the saving portion in a little bit. Because I looked at the forums, and I have exactly what the forum tells me to do. We looked at this right here. It says to put the server script with the async first, and then all of our other includes, which I don't know why they put another comma here, but it doesn't really matter. And that is exactly what we fucking have. So, I don't know. We'll worry about that one a little bit. For now, let's go to repair the car. So back to the scripting reference, which is here. Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna go. I think it's just set vehicle body health. Yeah, that's one. Okay, so maximum do 1,000. So we're gonna do set vehicle body health vehicle to 1,000, and we're gonna set the vehicle. Is it petrol? Yep, petrol tank health. Set vehicle petrol tank health, and then it should also be set vehicle engine health. Make sure 1,000 is max, that's good. And then engine health, that's also to 1,000, but this says vehicle engine health goes to 4,000. Does body health also go to 4,000? Get vehicle body health. Okay, yeah. So our numbers are still correct. That's fine. So this will actually repair the car now. So that all looks good, and now we're going to tell them it's been repaired and the cost. So that's good. And we're going to test this and make sure it fixes the car. Still failing on that stupid MySQL error. So we're going to comment all this out for now. We'll come back to this. Okay. Now we test. We go on duty. That's good. We get the car. That's good. We crashed the car. I put my seatbelt on. Trying to get some extensive damage on the car here. Alright, so this car is pretty fucked up. The hood's missing. The door's gone. The other door is gone, this door over here. So it's in pretty bad shape. Probably be pretty expensive to repair. So we'll go check the repair. didn't like something that we did. Oh, because we didn't change petrol. This needs to be petrol. This needs to just be engine health, not petrol engine health. So now we're going to restart and do this all over again. Okay, we got the car, we didn't damage the car. Okay, so now it's fucked up. It's not as fucked up as it was, but it's still missing a door. It's missing the hood and the front end's all bashed in. And now it says the vehicle's been repaired, but it didn't actually repair the car. Interestingly enough, it charged us for the repairs, but the car is not actually fixed. So why? Let's see, FiveM repair vehicle exterior. Oh, we have fix clean vehicle. We can see how fix clean vehicle does it. So, vehicles, fix clean vehicle. Ah, set vehicle fixed. We never did that. So, vehicle repair, set vehicle fixed. And maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We'll find out right now. Back, and we're gonna mess the car up. I rolled it and broke the glass, but I'm not too happy with the amount of damage that was done. Okay, now the car is fairly damaged. It's missing 3 doors, front end's bashed in, hood's off. Yeah, so let's see what this does. Let me try and fix it. Ah, fuck yeah. Alright, cool. So now, here it is. Car's been repaired. It's all good. There's the cost, 3,100 bucks. Database portion is still not working, but we need to make sure of a couple things first. Well, actually we don't, because if you're on duty, then it only shows up in the place where you took the car out, so that's fine. You repair the car. That's cool. Now we gotta look at the SQL part. So this ready function, it should just work. I don't understand why it's not, because it's written exactly the same as the other script that we wrote to handle when players connect. So I don't, it shouldn't need any other kind of a timeout or anything, because it's not called, these functions aren't called until this is done, so this thing shouldn't be tripping in any way. So let's go ahead and restart the LEO, and it failed again. Realized it needed to be a server script. We realized that almost an hour ago. This is a ESX issue. It's ESX. This is also ESX, so they probably just fucked up their config. Oh, this error is caused because it needs to be a capital M, and they didn't even answer it, but that's what that problem was. This says that the database is being written to, but our database isn't being written to. Maybe we just need a longer timeout. Okay. So while MySQL equals nil, do citizen wait. Let's try a second timeout. Maybe 1 second will be long enough for it to connect. Oh, and then I forgot to put in here print not connected. Get that out of there. Okay, so it's still printing not connected. This is not the fix for this. So what we might want to try is in here, first thing when it loads, we're going to print in here, print loaded. doesn't like this one. Let's try and put it in here. I don't want to use that. Well, the only thing that we can really do is try and restart the server. See, because it loads all that right here. And then I think at the very end, it loads that. So try and restart the server, maybe that'll work. Says that Olio started. Let's try and reconnect. Maybe it'll work this time. It's still on here. Okay, we're on duty. Spawn a car. Damage the car. Repair the vehicle. The vehicle's fixed. It was $1,602. It didn't like our date time value, but it did try to put the entry in the database, so we know that this is working. So we kind of format this once. Okay, so it wants YYMMDDHMS. So we want to do YYDD YYMMDD HHMMSS. And Elio's been restarted from the terminal. So I'm going to go back on duty. Hopefully this will be the last time I have to do this. Wreck the vehicle. Two doors, hood. Repair the vehicle. And repairs cost $528.92. We get an error. We got an error again. What the fuck? Incorrect date time value. Maybe this just needs YY. Car, crash the car, repair the car. It doesn't have to be serious since we already know the car is fixed. We just need to make sure it logs. $34.74 in damages, but it still didn't like the date time. Because it's just doing a string, it's not actually doing the date and time. Using percent signs. Love you, bye. Bye, boo.
Bye.
Alright. Maybe this will work. Get a car. Crash the car. Fix the car. $637. All of the damage, not too bad. Invalid conversion specifier. That's a new one. This date isn't returning desired outcomes. Generates. Nope. Is this Lua? This is not Lua. Oh. we could use now. That might be a good shortcut. We don't have to do this shit in Lua. We just go right here and we could go now. Good. Crash the car. Car's crashed. Fix the car. Car's fixed. Check the errors. No errors. And now when we go over here, there's our entry. But we're missing the repair cost and the location and the vehicle name because we changed this from model and damage cost and location. Now we go back here, we need to do, where is it? Right here. I'm gonna make this not an object and just push those values. And now, do it one more time. Crash the car. Fix the car. Car is fixed. It was $129.87. And here we go. We fixed. What the fuck is that? Why didn't the vehicle cost or location come through? These do have to be. This has to be an array right here. For an object, sorry. Model is going to be that. Cost is going to be that. Location is going to be that. And then over here we got to change this back to an object. And this right here needs to be object.model. This is going to be object dot. Call that cost. Yeah, cost. And this is going to be object dot location, and then I'll test it out again. Okay, repairs cost $644.95. I'm still not pushing our costs. Why? Why? Maybe because it wants object 1 model. $688.50. Attempt to index a nil field on line 19. Didn't fucking like that. Didn't like that at all. Check our config real quick. That's not the right config. This config. Get out of here. Oh, because it wants it in that format. Motherfucker. That was weird. Okay, so let's go back here and we gotta change this to model. We gotta change this guy to cost. And we gotta change this guy to location. And then these hopefully will be fine. Guess we'll find out. We're on duty. We got a car. Crash the car. And you repair the vehicle. $366. It says in the database, or it says in the console that we repaired the vehicle. The vehicle name is working, but the repair cost and the location are not. That's what I find weird. So repair cost and location, repair cost and location. An object model works, but cost and location doesn't. So print object cost, print object location. And does this script have these by the time that fires? Damage cost. Oh, okay, there's problem 1, damage cost. That's problem 1. Problem 2 is that we're not defining location anywhere. So location actually comes from that is in the on-duty script. So that's been working all along. I just didn't have the variable names correct. Elio config data station's name, but are we actually saving the location somewhere when I go on duty? Go off duty. Should be. Yeah, there we go. Config station. Client vehicle repair. Okay, there we go. Start the script. Call of duty. Access vehicle. Crash vehicle. I'm pretty good about this one. I know that the model's still fucked up, but we'll address that after we make sure that it's writing all the values in the database. Alright, $1,417. Yeah! Alright, so there's our 1417.31. Here's the player data, the vehicle name, the date and the time when it was done, the location at Paleto Bay. Cool. Now, what we're going to do next is we are going to round this to whole dollars. So we need to do, this is going to be math.floor. Get a car, crash the car, repair the car, and I fucked something up because it doesn't like math. It might just be lowercase math. But just to verify, we need Lua round number to no decimal, to integer. There we go. Ah, it's a lowercase. Yeah, I figured. All right. Go on duty. Get a car. So the reason I have to go on duty and get a car each time is because whenever I restart the script to make it work, my car is no longer mine, and it no longer sees that I'm logged in as a law enforcement member. So I gotta redo it each time and like go through the whole thing, because you're not supposed to be able to fix someone else's car, which isn't in there, and oh, so it costs $1,001 even. So there we go, 1,001. So now, further, in line of not programming, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the website and I may have to go to the testing website to do this. We'll see. I should be able to make it work without. This might fail. Yeah, because it doesn't have the FiveM data on here. In a subsequent video, I'll show you the programming side of it, where you add the vehicle repair details to the website, because that's going to take another probably 25 minutes to a half hour, and it will break the current website because you got to clear the cache while you're doing everything. But I will do that at one point in time if you really want me to, or you can just admit that I'm a programmer. Your call.